Hi, my name is Soila, and from soilakenya.com, we talk about opportunities to travel abroad via work and school opportunities. I've been doing it for about 8 years now, and I've learned quite a bit along the way. And so I share on soilakenya.com on my blog there, as well as on this YouTube channel, a bit about just what I've learned. So I'm still talking about scholarships. I've been talking about scholarships for a while, and my past two videos have been about that. But today I want to focus on the university that you go to. So it's like, are you going to a big name university or a no name university? You know, the big name universities are the Harvards and Yales of the world, and the no name universities, everyone else, or lesser known, you know, not name recognizable universities. So this is usually looked at a lot. I think we don't really talk about it much, but I think we judge people a lot. It's like, she got into X university. Wow, that's so impressive. And then someone else has mentioned something, and you're like, oh, that's cool, I guess. I don't know. Like, people are very judgmental, and I'm like, guys, you have not even stepped anywhere, and you're judging. Cool. Anyway, we don't care about what people are thinking, but we do. That's why I'm making this video. We do care, and that's why we care about which university we go to. So you want to go to the university that has that name recognition and all that, and that's what I want to talk about today. So there are a few things you need to think about when you're making this decision. The first thing I would say is, if you get a scholarship, please just go. Don't look left, don't look right, don't collect 200 when you cross. Go, just go. What am I saying? Anyway, the point is, please just go immediately. You are not going to die. You have opportunities to go to. If you want to go even 10 times, you can keep going to university, and then the next time you go to wherever. So if you get one, please just go. Please, let's agree. Yes. But also, one thing is, let's be honest, a lot of these things we do for school are to get hired. Like, you're not just going to school for fun. Of course, learning is fun, especially if you're doing something you actually like doing, but the end result of that is that you want to get a good job or a good something at the end of it. So it's absolutely okay to go for the big name universities if you want your CV to be popping. Like, if you just want to be like, I want that Harvard thing on my CV, please go to Harvard. Do everything and go there. Honestly, do not be discouraged by people. If that's actually what you want, please be serious. Let's be serious. I don't know, people are very Debbie Downers. They can't just let us just, succeed and be happy and go for the best for ourselves. If that's what you want, do it, because that being hired thing is what we wanted. So if you know in your industry, this university is so well known, it's so good, once people see it, they're gonna be like, wow, it's gonna boost you so much. Imagine, just go there if that's the only reason, especially if that's the only reason, and it's a very valid reason. So I wanted to start by validating those people, because now the people who I'm gonna talk about next might come and be like, no, I wanted. No, if that's what you wanted that name recognition, you wanted that prestige, because it's going to really boost you to get that job in that company you want, in that whatever. Do it. That is a reason to choose a university. The second thing is, if you want to learn something niche, so within your industry, there are different things in there. And I know, because I've talked to so many of my friends who've gone to all sorts of universities, both in my country and abroad, and I think every industry has its specifics. So there's no whatever engineering here, I have to go to this place. There's no what here, I have to go. Please go where you'll get what you want. I have people who have made the decision with that in mind. That was the reason they went to that university, because it's the only one, or it was one of the few that had that niche thing. That's perfectly fine. Whether it had the name recognition or not, they really wanted that specific, that specific thing was their passion. They went there. That's enough of a reason. End of story. Another reason to look at is the country it's in. So sometimes you really want to go to a certain country. So you're like, I really want to go to the UK. I want to study in the UK. I want to study in the UK. I want to study in the UK. Then find a university in the UK. That's fine, because another thing is, don't also overthink. If you don't have a niche, this story I'm talking about of a niche subject or a niche thing, then you're open for everything. So if the one categorization you have is I want to study in the UK, then that's fine. Now you've narrowed it down, because the thing is, there are so many of these opportunities. I'll link this video where it talks about websites where you can find scholarships. There are so many, so you need to have an internal system of how am I selecting, what is my internal filter, what am I looking for. If that filter tells you your filter is travel, and the list you want there is UK, US, Australia, please just go to UK, US, or Australia. Do not be convinced of anything else. Please do what you want. Actually, the purpose of this video, like underlying, is telling you do what you want, not what, because Soila went, like me, I went, my filter was I wanted to travel. That was my filter, you guys. I think people see that. I think I look very serious, especially on social media. I wanted to travel. I was just like, I want a master's that's going to make me travel. And I did get a master's. I got a master's where I was in a different country each year. Denmark 1 year, Prague the next year. Mission accomplished. I achieved what I wanted. Do you get what I mean? Like, know what you want. Actually, that's it. Know what you want. Because everyone has their own reason. So me, if I'm coming to you, I'll be telling you how you need to choose one way you're gonna travel, blah blah blah. But you don't want that. You just wanted to, study chemical engineering. So you're only very focused on where the chemical engineering is offered at the highest quality. So then look for that, because the world will confuse you. The world will confuse you. Do not be confused by the world, because everyone will come with their own stories, their own background, their own worldview, all sorts of things, and that's not helpful. So you also need some internal compass. So just know your internal compass and where you want to go. And I want to end by saying that the world is funny. You will be led to the things, because at some point you might be left with two things. Maybe you really wanted to travel, but then you also wanted that niche subject, and you only got the niche thing. So you got to go to South Africa and you got that niche thing, but you also really wanted to travel. You wanted to go to Asia. You've always wanted to go to Asia, and studying would have been a good way to go to Asia. Do you know the world works in a weird way? Like, the universe conspires for you. So you'll never know. You'll get a job there, maybe in Asia, or you'll be working and you'll get to go to a conference in Asia. These things are endless. The opportunities are endless, and that's what I talk on my blog. I talk about it on my blog, just opportunities in general. It's just that I'm focusing on school right now, but I'm telling you, the world really works in a weird way. So you'll still maybe be able to get to the places you want, because of course we don't want just one thing. We want several things, and it's fine to want several things. So if this time, just for studying, you only got to go to fulfill this one thing you wanted, you're still yet to get into that job you wanted. You're still yet to continue your career journey, where you might now also still be led to those things. So it's never over. There's always next time. Thanks so much for watching. I think if you're here, you're interested in scholarships, and maybe you're in the zone of applying for things. If that's you, you found the channel. This is what I talk about, that every now and again when I have time. I talk about applying for things in general, applying for opportunities. And on my blog, soilakenya.com/blog, I talk also about that there. And specifically, if you're already in the process of applying, especially for something related to university or school, I also do consultancy, where you can get my one-on-one advice on your material. So these applications require a lot of essays and CV and whatnot. So you can head to the link in the description, where it's just on my website, where you can see my pricing on that and how we can connect, and I can give you direct specific advice for your application. So something you've already written, I'm not writing for you. Something you've already written and you are still maybe in the process of editing and you want a second eye, a second look. I've been doing this for 8 years. I've gotten into so many things. You can check out my website to see the stuff I've done. So I feel like I've learned a lot and I've done this for quite a few people. And so if you just want that second eye, and it's investing in your future, because if you're already applying for, there's a certain type of person, who they want more, they want to travel, they want these things. That means that you're going to be the same person applying for conferences, for fellowships, for jobs abroad. A consultation with me could just set you up for all that, because all these things require the same mindset, the same way of structuring and thinking and expressing yourself in a way that someone will accept and agree to pay you to travel, because that's what I wanted. I just wanted people to pay me to travel. So if you want that second eye from someone who's done this for a while, check out my services on my website. They'll be linked below. Find me on social media. I'm always chatting with people. I'm most active on Twitter, but I'll put all my social media in the description, and it's also on my website. And that's all. Thank you for watching. See you next time.